Okay, joining us now from House Homeland Security, Congressman Anthony D'Esposito. It's good to see you again, sir. So you were just with House Speaker Mike Johnson just moments ago, speaking to Jewish students at Columbia University. They face threatening anti-Israel protests, a lot of civil rights violations. What did you see?
Yeah, so Speaker Johnson and I visited the Chabad on the campus of Columbia University. We spoke to some Jewish students who were there, and they talked about what they've been dealing with over the last weeks and months. I mean, being assaulted, being spit on, being accosted in classrooms, and they've reported these things to the administration with just silence, not getting any regards for what they're concerned about. And then we did a press conference on the steps, and I will tell you that it was a sad sight to see all those terrorist sympathizers, to see individuals who just this morning were endorsed by Hamas, a terrorist organization, endorsed the protesters at Columbia. I think that tells us all. Honestly, as I looked out into the crowd, not only did I feel bad for the future of this country, but I felt bad for the parents and the guardians who are spending $93,000 a year for their child to run around that campus with "I love Hamas, I love Hezbollah" T-shirts on.
It's shocking,
it was sickening.
and it's disturbing. Yes, and it's disgraceful. You know, we've got to move on to this. We're going to, by the way, talk about this with Bill McGurn later on the show. Separate issue. Critics are asking, why did President Biden make the sign of the cross at an event in Florida where he spoke in support of abortion? Watch this.
And then we come back here to the state of Florida, where Ron DeSantis felt like he needed to run for president, and so 15 weeks wasn't good enough. We had to go to 6 weeks.
What was that about? What's your reaction?
I think it's another opportunity for the American people to see how confused Joe Biden is. I mean, he makes some pretty crazy decisions. One of those we just watched. I mean, think back to the time when he was standing on the tarmac when brave soldiers' bodies were being walked by from Afghanistan, and he thought that was the perfect time to look at his watch like he was in a rush. So I think some of the decisions that Joe Biden are making, the American people have to look back each day and wonder why and how.
By the way, a giant truck with a billboard of Laken Riley's image drove around Biden's event in Tampa. Laken Riley is that 22-year-old University of Georgia student recently murdered by an illegal migrant. You know, Florida Governor DeSantis, he's really going after lawmakers for not getting a bill to basically get security at the U.S. border, saying they lost leverage. Watch this.
The number one issue that our voters wanted them to address is the southern border and the massive influx of foreigners by the millions coming into this country, and we don't know who these people are, and they basically just surrendered on the border. They now have no leverage to do anything on the border. They had an opportunity to insist that Biden accept the border if he wanted all the forward aid, and they decided to capitulate.
What do you think, sir?
Well, I think the truck is a constant reminder of the failed policies of Joe Biden at our southern border, and I think the governor should look back to H.R. 2. It was passed by House Republicans over 250 days ago. It's been sitting on Chuck Schumer's desk. That's the starting point. That's what would secure our border, and that's exactly where we should be headed.
Congressman D'Esposito, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to see you again.
Thanks for having me. Stay safe.